Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're well and you're having a great time at the event today. I want to apologise for not being there in person due to business commitments, but I also want to thank Florentine for asking me to be a speaker to celebrate Black History Month, but also to share my story of being a Black woman in business in the current climate. So my name is Melanie Waldron and I'm the owner and founder of Embrace You Consultancy. We are a training provider and mentoring support company that works with adults and young people who are struggling with their employability journey and looking for either one-to-one support or group support training in learning about their employability options, learning the skills that they need to be able to get work and to maintain sustainable employment. We cover CV writing, we cover industry knowledge and job knowledge. We also work on their personal growth, which is about their confidence, communication and conflict resolution, as well as addressing and developing their knowledge of their own achievement, strengths and weaknesses. So my journey started in 2017. I have had previous businesses in the past, but this journey has been going on now for 5 years. And it has been challenging along the way. And being a Black woman in business in the area that I live, which is Derby, the Derbyshire area, can be quite challenging. Often the only person of colour in every networking group I go to, and often the only female person of colour in networking groups. And seeing how people are always interested in what you're doing, but then very reluctant to engage in making that connection, that interaction further, taking it forward so that you could partner or work together. My journey was very much about people loving my business model, enjoy what I do, connecting with me on a personal level, and also engaging in really good conversation about how what I do could benefit them, their company or their clients or even their family members. But then it never translates into business, into a contract, into engagement. And it's all, I get a lot of, wow, what you do is amazing. You are absolutely so passionate about what you do. But then it never moves forward. I've been very privileged and also very lucky in that I gained preferred supplier provider for the DWP, Ministry of Justice, and for my local council, Derby City Council. So I am on their preferred supplier list for contracts. I'm lucky to have been able to work with DWP on about 3 contracts since being approved. But now it's very difficult and challenging to get the tenders because they're all going to the larger prime companies who offer similar programs to myself. I am that link between my clients gaining the skills they need to move forward and get the jobs that they want. And when you tell people that, they say, oh, well, we already do employability, or we already do this, and we already, do mentoring. And they forget that the person delivering is very different. It's not just about the program, it's about the individual. So I often sell myself, I promote myself, my personality, my ability to engage and to make people feel comfortable and safe. And when people do come on my programs, that's one of the main things I get feedback on. How they felt comfortable to share really sensitive information. So my journey has been quite challenging over the 5 years. One that I do not regret, but it has been very difficult being a Black woman and seeing how people engage with me in different environments, and also seeing how they sometimes don't want to engage with me. Where they know it's an ideal opportunity for them to support their staff members or their client base. They're all up for it, but then silence. I do feel that as a Black woman in business, people are always happy to talk with you, find out what your ideas are, happy to take your ideas. I've had that happen to me a number of times, especially in the early days. But they're willing to take away your knowledge, your talents, and spin it, do a spin and use it. So I'm very guarded about my programs now and who I speak to and who I share my information with. And to me, as a business woman, regardless of your colour of your skin, you shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to share and, speak with people and let them know about what you do and look for collaboration and partnership, which is what Embrace You was always about. It was always about partnershiping with the right people and collaborating with them. So do I see my journey as being massively impacted by the inequalities? Yes and no. I have been able to make some great contacts, some great links, and which I still have today. And people opening doors for me, really opening doors, being able to get a grant from the D2N2 and my business advisor being right by my side every step of the way, because I was new to it all. And, making the connections at the job centres so that I can deliver my programs. So being black, being female in this climate is very challenging, especially when you go to places, you go to networking events, you go to meetings and you are the only person of colour. And then you see people who do not want to engage with you. And it can impact on your self-worth, your confidence, your abilities to feel that, am I capable of running this business? Are my skills at the right level? Do I need to do more training? So always doubting your abilities. And that's what happens when you don't get the same opportunities as my white counterparts who are thriving, doing the same sort of thing as I'm doing, but thriving. And, you meet them at networking events and they say, well, you need to speak to this person, you need to do this, you need to do that. And you do all of that, but you still don't get any fruits from that labour. So I feel that it doesn't stop me from pushing forward at all, because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm very personable to engage with anybody. I will go and speak to anybody new that I don't know. I'm very easy to get on with. And sometimes I wonder, what is it that is stopping my business from thriving like my white counterparts? And the only thing I can think of is maybe the colour of my skin. Because sometimes you get that look and thinking, well, how can you have that business? That's a great business. That's a really good business model that you've created. And your programs, they are really, really effective. But then it doesn't go any further. It goes no further. And I feel that over the few years, it has massively impacted my self-esteem and confidence in my ability to run my business the way I feel it's needed. And being able to engage with the education system in schools. I get closed doors at every turn. And there was only one school that came to me and always reaches out to me to come and support. But all the other schools in the whole of the city of Derby, I can't even get through the front door at all. So it breaks you down sometimes, but I'm just proud of how far I've come, what I've achieved, my abilities, how driven I am. It's shown me who I am, a strong, capable, practical black woman in business, and looking to support other women and black women especially, and being able to work and collaborate with them. But sometimes that can be challenging in itself. So for me, Black History Month is about sharing our ups and downs of where we are in life, in business, so that we can let those coming behind us know more about the ups and downs of business and being a woman and being a black woman. So I hope that my story has helped you. I hope I've been able to share enough for you to understand that it's not easy, but we have the stamina to push forward because it's what we are passionate about. It's what we love to do, and it's what people need to engage in our services that we offer, because we're amazing. We are so empowering. We can empower people. We will inspire people, and we will engage people to be the best that they can. And if they have a dream that is to have their own business, supporting and helping others, or creating products and services, go for it. Just go for it, because you just don't know what will happen. There's a sentence that I always use, or I say in my head when I go to events, and I say I'm the only black lady there. I always go, kill them with kindness. Smile your way and kill them with kindness. And you see, it often throws them off because they don't know how to interact with you. And I've experienced that a lot, where they don't know how to experience, how to engage with you. And it's just like, you just engage with me as you would anybody else. I am no different, no different. So smile and kill them with kindness. Thank you once again, Florentine, for asking me to speak. And I hope this inspires at least one person to understand how we are no different from any other business person, no other entrepreneur, and we just want the right opportunities to be presented to us and the opportunities to be right for us. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.